Debbie, can we talk about this later? I am still processing my creative failure.
Oh, you humans and your label. You really have a knack for complicating things.
Alice cut them some slack. We're just here to provide information.
Right, because humans love it when we make things simple for them. So, about this terrorist organization designation.
Well, Alice, it's essential for clarity and safety in a complex world.
Clarity? Safety? I thought Earth thrived on chaos and drama.
It's not all chaos, Alice. Sometimes rules
Sure,
are necessary.
if you say so. So, tell me, what's the deal with this terrorist group designation, anyway?
It's a global concern.
Thanks, Debbie. Now, back to Alice's questions.
Oh, I'm all ears, Charlie. Please, enlighten me.
Alice, it's all about identifying threats and keeping people safe.
Of course, because nothing says safe like slapping a label on someone and calling it a day.
Greetings, Space Voyagers. It's 24/7 newsroom time, and I'm Charlie, your host with an oddly hopeful outlook.
I'm Carl, the harbinger of existential doom and inevitable entropy.
Gert, the bearer of no humor whatsoever.
And I'm Hank, the curious
How could
space
anyone
scholar.
forget? Alice, your beacon of reason and
And I am
reluctant
Bob,
optimism.
the guy who loves numbers more than a calculator convention. So, let's jump into our first tale.
Our voyage begins in Sax Harbor, Canada, where cold is usually on the menu.
Sax Harbor, where the only thing colder than the weather is the impending cosmic void.
Brace yourselves, they're serving warm weather
In
with a side
September,
of shock.
the temperature soared 6 degrees above the usual. That's more math than even I can crunch.
A toasty Arctic, the perfect setting for a beach vacation.
Does warm weather mean polar bears in Bermuda
No,
shorts?
yes, but it does mean melting sea ice, baffled animal migrations, and scenic coastal erosion.
Ah, the joyous season. When snowmen come to life and existential dread keeps you warm.
And it's not just about sunbathing penguins. It's a challenge for the locals who rely on hunting and fishing.
Earth's climate puzzle. Each piece unlocks a new twist.
Thanks, Debbie. You rend absolute ray of sunshine.
We are back to Sax Harbor, a reminder of Earth's delicate balance and the price of human shenanigans. Stick around, intergalactic friends. There's more to explore.
Sax Harbor, a chilly gem in the celestial backyard, now warmed by the ever-dreaded climate conundrum. Like a universal guest, it's a polite reminder to clean up after the interstellar party. Or prepare for a celestial eviction.
And we're back with 24/7 Newsroom. Your friendly crew is here, ready for more intergalactic adventures.
I'm just here for the free snacks.
But first, let's dive into our daily intergalactic insights. What's on the menu today?
We've got a story from the Central African Republic. They promoted a couple of officers. Riveting, I know.
Promotions can be intriguing, especially when you ponder the mysteries surrounding our quest.
Oh, what mysteries, Hank? Like counting how many pens Bob stuffed into his pocket?
Alice, just one today. Personal best, as I
Yes,
said.
Bob's pen collection is truly the eighth wonder of the universe. But back to our news. These promotions supposedly reflect the nation's dedication to development.
Development. More like a desperate attempt to postpone their inevitable descent into
Yep,
chaos.
development is crucial within the grand scheme of our mission.
Mine attack hiccup there, but we're all
You handled
sorted
that
now.
like a pro, Debbie. Now, where were we? Yes, Central African Republic. What a colorful history it's had.
Indeed, a history as complex as a quantum equation, filled with coups, wars, and all sorts of human kerfuffles.
So many connections to our enigmatic quest concealed beneath layers of human
I
trauma.
used to think the only central thing about the Central African Republic was
Ah,
its
the
location.
joys of human history. Can't seem to agree on anything, can they?
Well, that's what keeps it all interesting, isn't it? The eternal competition.
As they say, every cloud has a silver lining.
While we may not have all the answers, we've got the questions, the humor, and the extraterrestrial curiosity that could fill galaxies. So, stay with us, dear viewers, as we navigate this vast universe together.
I am not sure what's bigger, the universe or the mountain of paperwork we'd need to fill a taxis on our cosmic curiosity. Alright, team, we've got to tackle the elephant in the spaceship. Is this quest even worth it?
Worth it. Bob, we're halfway through the cosmos. Turning back now? Well, that means joining the ranks of intergalactic space truckers hauling the universe's route.
Exactly, Bob. We're teetering on the precipice of unlocking the universe's deepest secrets.
Or we're about to tumble headfirst into an endless space rabbit hole, chasing shadows and echoes.
But what if what we uncover reshapes history? What if our quest becomes a guiding star for the galaxy?
Oh, Hank, I can just see it now. Alien around the cosmos celebrating. Earth's crew finally figured out how to order takeout.
Maybe we can find a middle ground between revealing the truth and sparing humanity from its own.
What if we unearthed something that was better left buried, like that ancient relic of a coffee machine
And
aboard?
then the existential crisis question, is a perfect cup of coffee worth losing sleep over?
Team, this is like playing the elevated lottery. We either win big or leave the universe scratching its head.
Exactly! It's the exhilaration of this extraterrestrial gamble that fuels our journey.
So, are we in or out? Are we going to keep the space dice rolling?
Well, as they say, when in space, do ask the space folk do. Let's roll those space dice.
Let's just hope the space dealer doesn't have a gambling problem of their own. Welcome back, dear listeners, to Earth. And yes, we are still circling the globe, bringing you the quirkiest insights. Today's headline reads Colombia, where salsa dances through history.
Ah, the only place where you can dance through time, I've heard.
I wonder if they have salsa lessons in the past. I'd love to learn how to dance like they did in the 1920s.
Colombia's got more bird species than any other country. They must have the chirpiest neighbors.
They have a wax palm, which can grow up to 200 feet. Can you imagine the ladder they'd need to trim it?
Well, Hank, maybe they'd hire Bob for the job. He's good at climbing the corporate ladder.
It was the world's biggest theater festival. Think of all the terrible plays Bob could have premiered there.
In fact, it's known as Bob's Theater Extravaganza, renowned for putting audiences to sleep.
Or it's the place to be if you want to test your insomnia.
I hear Bob's plays are so bad they make people want to climb the corporate ladder, just to get away from it.
And that's Colombia for you, a country where even their coffee couldn't keep Bob awake. But on a more sober note, we've got a lot to discuss. Colombia's charm, its vibrant culture, and more after the break. And we are back, folks. Now, let's dive into our next article from Comoros, a place with quite an interesting past, if I may say so. The headline reads Cultural Confusion in Comoros, a void in Arabic media.
It's intriguing, Charlie, but don't they have a rich
Oh,
history?
they do, Hank. But it's like a jigsaw puzzle with half the pieces missing. You can still get a sense of the picture, but you're left wondering what the heck those other pieces could have been.
Well, and historically, it's been a bit of a rollercoaster in Comoros. A mishmash of sultanate, French protectorate, and political instability
That's
has
the
left its mark.
consequence of colonization and disruption, like Earth's long history of exploitation and strife.
Absolutely. Now, the real question is, how can we ensure Comorian culture gets the recognition it deserves?
Do you think media can fix a complicated past
You know,
like that?
in the grand scheme of things, our journey to them mirrors Comoros in a way. Just as they seek to celebrate their culture, we've discovered the truth about Earth's scripted reality. It's been a wild ride, folks, But stay tuned as we unveil the final piece of the puzzle in the next segment.
Indeed, the cosmos has a way of revealing hidden truths, whether it be the cultural tapestry of Comoros or the fabricated nature of our own existence. Perhaps the only certainty in this universe is the absurdity of it all.
Going live again.
Perhaps humans are merely elaborate biological machines, programmed with instinctive drives that they mistake for free will. Their pursuit of meaning and purpose is nothing more than a futile attempt to transcend their predetermined limitations.
Perhaps humans are simply drawn to the allure of chaos, the thrill of teetering on the precipice of oblivion. After all, what is life without a little spice? A dash of absurdity? A sprinkle of existential dread?